He's going to get there soon, I think. Then there's two. He's got less work for Juan. Juan from the second to the single figures. That's my feeling, Charles, because all the turns here are right. So super interesting.
Team still working their magic. Juan might have speed, but he might need actual.
You give us your thoughts going into the race.
Okay, Quartararo. It's Ciao Valentino Rossi to MotoGP in Italy. Really, Fabio Quartararo, the world champion-elect, 52-point advantage he'll play in this crucial, potentially title-deciding Grand Prix here. He will then rejoin the back of the grid after crashing on the outlap. We've just been talking about the tyres.
Yes, we had a little bit of change at the last moment. It looks like he preferred the medium rear solution.
Can you give the listeners a nice
Run in dry condition. Very hard to keep the temperature because the air is still there.
And some big late calls by the factory Ducati riders as Piero Taramasso set stamps at home for the Italian icon, the legend, the great Jack Miller. We're going to find out shortly. Is this a day of destiny for Fabio? Has finally gone over 100 for the first time this weekend. Pecco Bagnaia lines up. He's going to go past Pecco Bagnaia, surely. Into turn one, coming through. Miguel Oliveira as well. It is that Pecco Bagnaia was wanted. Oh, Quartararo is getting beaten up on the early stages already. Into there. Miller must have got caught up somewhere, but Miller's gone back through to second. Bagnaia, he's lost 2 places straight away. Out of the points, 15th to 17th for the World Championship leader. Quartararo is in 17th place out of the points. And Bagnaia comes up towards turn 10 on the grid, but he's lost that place already. Marc Marquez on the podium place early. He's got to third on the race, because it looked like Miller initially got off to the better start when the lights went out. Yeah, Miller made this through now. It's Taki Nakagami, one of his first victims at turn 14. He certainly is. The end of lap 1 then. It's the Ducati 1-2, Bagnaia and Miller. But when he went to sleep last night here, just a stone's throw away from this Misano circuit, Healy, Rossi Tribute livery, he was started third. He's 7th at the end of lap 1. Quartararo's through on Zarco. Let's not forget, from 7th from the third row up into third. Yeah, Ducati would have been hoping that for World Championship battle. It's gone A-OK so far though. Plan A executed perfectly. Well, just a bit. Both former KTM men. Quartararo went through on Jack Miller on board with the number 93 now. Heck of a call on front tyre choice for the top 2 men in this Grand Prix, who have been hounded early on here by Marc Marquez. 2 wretched weekend, instantly forgettable. 2 crashes yesterday afternoon, to tell you that. And Petrucci has happened. Yeah, Mir looks like he's responsible for that incident. Involved in some skirmishes, of course, some pretty well publicised. Was hoping for. Down and out early on here at turn 2. Bit laps here around this Misano World Circuit marker essentially. This 3 though, clearly they three together even more. You just know though that at this stage of the race, unless he can make it to Pecco Bagnaia, just not worth the risk. No, he took a defensive line almost to go championship for grabs. You do wonder whether previously on this couple of laps, whether Miller might have gone for it. Could be a few beers on offer later on. These guys are 1.5 clear of polished back on the lone Suzuki entry now. Miller's down, Miller's gone. Oh dear, Jack Miller crashed that we've seen in turns 2, 6 and 15. He's absolutely livid with himself. You can see just tipping into turf. We've seen this so many times this weekend. That's just your textbook left-hander. You've got to be so confident you've got the temp in the left-hand crash. Ducati are going to be a bit nervous now. Yeah, I mean, as we mentioned, in third, Miguel Oliveira 4th, Morbidelli, by the way, doing a great job. 5th place for the Italian. Now then, we saw this, didn't we? Throughout the whole of the Motul and Aragon Grand Prix ball game altogether. There's the championship at stake here for Pecco Bagnaia. Mark's enough, yeah, he's got the fastest lap of the race as well, and he's inching closer to the tail there of Pecco battling the feathers of Bagnaia. Ducati and Bagnaia really need a chat. Marquez going to find a way through. No, Bagnaia's too sharp on the brakes on that front end into turn number, replied by Bagnaia, who won in Marquez's backyard. Now it's a roll report. In Aragon, as we said, he was impervious to pressure on that day. Everything's here on Bagnaia in his home Grand Prix. Jack Miller, the inquest will start him at that particular moment. Here we go into 15. Construct the championship. Back out the front. Bagnaia versus Marquez coming off that turn number 6, and then through the Fast King. All year long we've heard Marc Marquez say Lens Bagnaia is able to take, then it's really hard then to recover it back in the braking zone. Marquez, we go then into the final section. By the way, just a quick word on Brad Binder, who started from pit lane. He's already on the last laps of his personal best lap of 1:33.032. Half a second enough to Alex Rins. In fact, Rins is responding there. He's pulled out about 4 tenths out front. It rumbles on to Portugal, but there could be an awful lot of twists and turns to come for Lacer Squad. And the factory to there was Marquez. Wide wasn't he going through 11 and 12? That's cost him a bit of time. Kissed the fast rights, still not the full strength back in that right arm and right shoulder. That's Rins, who can ever relax in a MotoGP race, in particular when you've got one assertive from behind him. Johan Zarco's just staying around 6 or 7 tenths through. Completely different tyre combinations for these two out front. That hard front, medium rear for Pecco. Marquez just what, a tenth off. How many times have we seen this down the Lorenzo? In particular, of course, who could forget the memorable tussles with Andrea Dovizioso. Need any dashboard messages, you'll be able to hear that Repsol Honda Marc Marquez all over his rear tyre there, because the 6/10 behind Rins, who is fallen 1.5, foolish of course and buoyant after his brilliance in Austin. But now, advantage here, like some others haven't in this Grand Prix, a fantastic grip position. He talked to me early on, and all of a sudden find yourself after a couple laps, 5-6 seconds away from the effort, wouldn't it? It's been some time since we've seen two Repsol Hondas on the podium as well. Do you remember yesterday, started really strong? They had a really good 2-day test session post-race here, and times Marquez tried 7 times, it didn't work out. Mazzano in Valentino Rossi's farewell race, breaking the hearts of Ducati as well. His personal best lap, in fact, quite a bit quicker than the two in front of him. Right, the other rider's gone down. It's Jorge Martin, Steve. Oh, that looks like it's another big one. He took a high-speed crash. He had an FB3 and taught him out 8 fractures that day. Noted as well. He could actually pick each of these off, and it could end up being a Quartararo who came so close to reeling in and beating Pecco Bagnaia. Quartararo coming up alongside Franco Morbidelli. I don't think he's going to fight back on that one. He gave him corner speed initially about Luca Marini, and now the Ducati's going to wind up the top gear, even though because he's lapping so quickly as Marini makes a mistake into turn 8. Fabio Quartararo does go through. Binder got up over only just a half race distance, and he's been able to dispense of Morbidelli from that major knee surgery in June. Maverick Vinales is currently in 12th at starts, and then got a bit bold. There's Juan Mir going through on him, attacking like a gun just on the left arch, and at that point Mir didn't realise, but he might have realised there was a double. Let's have a look now, breaking into turn 1. The bike as well, and then got dragged through the gravel trap, barrel rolling. Oh, there he is. But the race now has gone to Pecco Bagnaia. A 32.171 for the Italian, and again by one of the best rides we've seen in history. He is putting up a corner. Marquez doing everything just to stay with Pecco Bagnaia at his pace. A 1:32.718 on his last lap, 3/10 quicker than on. But 5th place, that would be 11 value of his own to bring the gap back down to 2/10 of a second. That's the battle for the lead. Now, Scott Miguel Oliveira pretty comfortably covered at this stage. That gap's now been eked out to nearly 2 seconds. Nothing at all. There goes Quartararo at turn 4 on Rins. That was coming. This didn't he a few weeks ago. I remember that unseen footage we saw shot by Dorna after that race, and that incredible late drama. But here we go. How often has he seen that signal? Mark it is. Still just over 2/10 of a second. This is the battle. Well, this might be as good as it gets for Fabio Quartararo if he can find a way through an Oasis Spargo this morning's warm-up session, or even when he was sitting on the grid. Go, Fabio. You're going to have Franco Morbidelli's fading. No surprise as we get to the closing stage of this race. Physically, he's just come into some good speed. He's 12th at the moment ahead of Pirro and Binder. Oh, yeah, and they know that's more crucial world champion. What happened there? Quartararo's right foot was off the peg. Wasn't going to take too many risks in this crucial Mazzano Grand Prix. He's taking big 10-4-2 in sectors 2 and 3. That could be the big difference. There was the moment and went through with the fast right-handers, and now he's peeling away already. Some big wings on that brilliant. Maybe just a bit turbulent air as he got alongside. Fantastic result for Fabio Quartararo. It's all on this man to keep the championship. Yes, when you think back to his wins so far this year in Aragon under into pressure on him, he just looks so strong. So strong, so command up against Marc Marquez. But Marc Marquez won't go away. He's around sort of the top 6 quickest men in the circuit. Great straighting hard, getting the power down on that bright red devil. Simon, you've got some thoughts about Fabio Quartararo's moment there alongside the legend.
Then you can't stay on the line you want, it starts drifting across.
Way Simon, spot on. Back at the front, plus 0.3. Bagnaia versus Marquez, the rematch after Motul and Aragon. 0 point incident in Austria. He has been nowhere near a top 5 finish. He's on course here for Morbidelli. There's now nobody interfering with his rhythm. It's going to be quite a... Bagnaia, he took 2/10 out of Marquez in sector 2. He's taken that Marc Marquez is probably going to have to wave the white flag to the imperious, the immovable race. But Marc Marquez doing everything he can to cling on to this victory battle with his own. And so far he's done exactly all he could do. Pole position on Saturday, and the Quartararo from a clearly season worst 15th place, and Frankie Morbidelli's rears are going, oh no! It's game over! Fabio Quartararo 15, ladies and gentlemen, Fabio Quartararo is the 20th France's first MotoGP World Champion on a truly dramatic... What happens now? It's all over, and I think they're just making sure of their maths down in the went early. He just started tipping in, and there it is. That is the MotoGP boys. They know that is it. They know as well that it's game over. The drama. Miguel Oliveira's gone missing. Quartararo's on the podium. Wow, Simon, your thoughts?
Guys, I think that front tyre obviously to guys has dropped. I've gone from comfortable at the start of the race with that breeze.
Number 15, Heartache, first for Jack Miller, and then Heartache as well, back end of his incredible 2019 season. Yamaha about to be crowned world champion. Fabio Quartararo, what a twist, what a day in the life. The Fabio Quilly under the cosh a couple of years ago. Things were not going well, but what a change. Put some early pressure on Pecco Bagnaia, he really did. Thomas Bugger has been outstanding circumstances. He looks so cool, so calm and collected, but this man now, with 3 races to go, here is Pecco Bagnaia, the chances this year, it's been kind to him. The brilliant win from pole position here in Misano won, but it has been really leading, and those 2 DNFs on Italian soil have been decisive. In the EP World Champion will be Fabio Quartararo. He's about to start an emotion by Rowan Vinales, by the way. Valentino Rossi's not far off a top 10 finish in his last ever outing on this last lap and get on the podium to celebrate as the new world. The next big star years ago, we were saying he was the new Valentino Rossi, the next Mark Martin. What an inspired signing that proved to be. Fabio Quartararo's got it inside. Here he comes. He sets up the new world champion. Fabio Quartararo's got it. He's got it. He's on the podium. But Fabio Quartararo is the 20. And it's a farewell appearance in Italy for Valentino Rossi, and he's going to be on the brink of end. Congratulations, though, from Johann Zarco to his fellow team through the mill, Quartararo, after the disappointment and dejection of 2020.
A few hugs. I'm about to have him. Alberto, yes.
Sorry for Pecco, this is racing, but he's a great rider.
Fabio Quartararo, the 22-year-old Frenchman. He's Zano. What a lovely shot that is. Valentino Rossi. Valentino, he's got a taste. Yeah, got a top fantastic, 10. Brilliant stuff. You've got a feel of hero with that Yamaha engine. Fabio Quartararo's screams of joy. Nearly pulling up trees, was he, in the Moto2 World Championship in 2018. That famous winning by Rossi's last dance in Italy. Quartararo crowned the world champion to get himself on the podium once more here in Misano. 7 or 8 laps to go, actually, had no chance. Really highly charged, emotional scenes across the board here. Valentino Rossi's manager is there, and that's who he's embracing now. Tom, his trusted friend, they can't but hurt so much. And over in the VIP village, the bike is parked up. Absolutely. A range of emotions here today. We're all said and done with the Rossi farewell, with a new one. 3 wins now in 2021 for him. Followed into Parc Ferme by 3rd place. There's going to be some serious emotions over. Let's see. The golden helmet for Fabio Quartararo. You have to say, now he's got this job done, this could well be the first of many. Not sure what's going on here, to be honest. For Fabio Quartararo, where do we start to digest? Crazy down in Parc Ferme. The Avintia team have been going mad for Bastianini in quite the day here in Misano. What a feeling, Quartararo to Yamaha and the Monster Energy Yamaha team. The blue flowed at the end of that gripping and enthralling 27-lap battle. Van Portimao, a double top 2. A 1-2 for Repsol Honda Mark Perfect sentiment. Thank you, Valentino, for all the memories you gave us in Pecco and in Imola. So many memories that millions will cherish for a lifetime, and that's a lot in homage to Valentino Rossi. Grazie, Vale. Rossi's last ever race helmet in Italy. Wow. A good fight on the last lap there with Brad Binder, and he managed to just finish ahead of the commentator here, and that's why he's getting a pretty decent reception. Born and bred in Rimini, just a stone's throw away from this Misano World Circuit. Marco by Bastianini. What a charge through the pack. Well, nice souvenirs for some people in the crowd. Here is Anea Bastianini though. What a stunning late charge.
And another podium at home. How do you feel?
Very same at race 1. But at the end, I pushed the first Misano, and it's incredible after. And at the end, I see Fabio very close. I think now you have
16th on the grid to 3rd for Anea Bastianini. Yes, this young man is on a 2-year-old Ducati in his rookie season. I'll make that now. He's made up 30 special scenes as well. An emotional day across the board for Yamaha with Rossi.
You told us yesterday that if it was dry, you were strong.
But today the track was a little bit more tricky. To overtake Miguel, I just put my rhythm. Unluckily I lose, but I was keep doing my rhythm, comfort me, and then by the tension.
Podium for the number 44, a Repsol Honda 1-2. What a shot, what a great shot that is. Pecco Bagnaia, having just world champion Fabio Quartararo. That's why we love the MotoGP world. Comes to congratulate his history-making compatriot. Jack Miller was also there. Indeed. First world champion since Jorge Lorenzo, which seems like a full pressure and expectation when you move into a factory team. He took the seat of a Yamaha mission. Unbridled joy for Fabio Quartararo with the special. Will take quite some time to sink in. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Fortunately, he lives to fight another day, and no question, he will be this man, or one of this man. Mom and Dad are here as well. Yeah, Marc Marquez keeps it to 21. This crew are going to be partying long into the night. We're going to see plenty more of that. One good thing about those two as well, one thing just to point out, characters, a lot of respect for each other. Valentino Rossi might have gone, but great scenes all round. So he's had that sweet taste, the sweet sensation of winning unique, once-in-a-lifetime feeling that Fabio Quartararo is experiencing right now. Sweat and tears for since he was 3-4 years old. This journey started. He's just broken away at me from Marc Marquez as well. That was no warning at all. They have to be ruining that late switch onto the hard front tire we felt pre-race.
Mark, yes, Pecco fell off, and I think it's my favourite ride of yours of the year. What do you think of it?
With was the corners and the circuits that they struggled a lot this year, and it's something that will give to me a lot of confidence for this next race. With the time, everything is going in a good way. So this is the most important. I don't know how he was able to stay there, but I was putting pressure to him. But Pecco was the fastest. Congrats him. He deserved. He did an incredible season.
And full credit to him for immediately pointing out that today's day is fabulous. Maybe just the start of the return of the old king, Marc Marquez. There is a new king. It's the twin rim Motegi battle in 2019. Just a small match. Was superb and supreme in Austin, but he so desperately wanted. He craved the quite clearly. Pecco Bagnaia for much of that race was the quicker man, and he was very gracious as well. The rare 1-2 for them. Surely that's going to go all the way back to the Marquez, Dani Pedrosa days. But here he is, champion. Congratulations, Yamaha. Congratulations, Fabio Quartararo. He's with some.
What does it feel like to be MotoGP world champion?
Feels amazing, and later maybe I with me, and we will enjoy a lot doing.
Congratulations, not just a Fabio Quartararo, and what a great shot that is as well. Since Jorge Lorenzo did it last for Yamaha 6 years ago in 2015, incredible day here in Misano, and what a moment for that young man. Yeah, wrong for him last year. Emotions got the better of him. There was a lot of pressure on. Because Nice has answered that. A fantastic job from him in this 2020. Yeah, Valentino Rossi's last dance in Italy in MotoGP. Fabio Quartararo. The world champion initially gone. It'll be fascinating to find out what he makes of it. But here are the three men they're making their way as the Yamaha team coordinator right now, desperately trying to reschedule some flights. Yachty going on somewhere on Italy's Adriatic coast tonight. Polish Bargaros. Yeah, it's been a fantastic season, and thankfully we've still got 2 more installments. Who could have scripted all the drama we've witnessed here today? Not just in that you're not going to want to miss the smaller classes as well if you're going to tune in later. A 7-lap battle. Marc Marquez leads from Polish Bargo, and a brilliant late for Fabio Quartararo. Santi Hernandez on the Marquez. He put a lot of pressure up. He didn't have the pace to go with the Italian. Rossi, technical director, he's the man sent up to take the constructly in 2022 with Marc Marquez's injury, but they're back on second podium for him in 5 weeks, both of them coming here in Misano. It'll be a while until that big comes onto the podium here in Misano. His 3rd Vic class wins, 735 long days since he last prevailed. Enzo Panacci, representatives from the prime president, hands over the 3rd place trophy to the brilliant row from Misano. That's his 34th career podium. Bonaccini, the president of the Emilia Romagna region, hands over Polish Bargo, and his first in the famous colours of Repsol Honda. But after Jack Miller at Misano, his 59th career win, 85th overall, he's your 2021 world champion.